Coffee and Convo, y'all. Let's get it. Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building. Y'all know what time it is, man. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider, man. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. I see my brother, man, one of the My Fathers, top beats in the building. Blazing, J-Dub, MGs, Alex, GA Patriot. What's up, brother? Jonah Rodriguez with that content. Salute to all my people. Martin, Gerardo, Mike Downs, everybody, Christopher Raiders, man. I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, man. Wipe them feet, meaning hit them thumbs up if you're new here. Also, hit that subscribe button. I don't know if it's possible, you guys, but somehow, some way, we can hit 25,000 subscribers today. And I definitely want to do like a celebratory type show for that. That is a major milestone for me. So if you guys can hit that subscribe button, if you guys are not subscribed yet, I think we're about 100 away. I think somehow, some way we can do that. If everybody hits the subscribe button, it's free. I definitely appreciate it, man. A lot to talk about. We are going to talk about a little more about the pickup yesterday, Michael Gallup, 28-year-old wide receiver coming over from the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to talk about AOC versus Gardner Minshew, who is going to be QB1 at this point. And we're going to talk about some free agents out there that fit the mold of what we are trying to do here in Las Vegas on the defensive side of the football. Until then, man, I just want to say salute once again to everybody here. Yeah, Top, we're trying to get there, brother. We're trying to hit that 25K mark, and it's very much possible. Salute to the 300 people already in the building. And before we get to it, you guys, real fast, OakLosVegas.com. Go get some drip. Also, any given Sunday sauces, go get some OLV Sunday sauce. Any given Sunday sauces.com. Also, we're now available on Amazon.com. Just go hit Sunday sauce and you will find it there, man. Let me see, man, real quick. Also, man, while everybody's pulling up, let me know, where are you watching the show right now? What city, what state? Are you at home? Are you at work? Are you at the side chick's house? Are you at the side chick's house? Are you at the trap? Let me know, man. Salute to my brother Mikey. I see you, King. And salute to my brother, another one of our My Fathers, LV Maximus. Love you, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Salute to Nomad. 25K is wild. I remember the single-digit Ks. Yeah, man. When I first started this, I only had 600 subs. And here we are, man. You know what I mean? On our way to 25K. And hopefully we can figure out a way to get to 30K before the season starts. It's very much possible. I just need all my people's help to get that goal, man. Let me see. Yorkshire, England. We got Las Vegas. We got Oakland. You already know, man, the motherland is in the building. I love it. Flint, Michigan. Salute to Frankie. San Fernando. I love it. Corona, California. Stockton, man, the 209. Modesto, Stockton, Tracy, Lodi. All my people out there, man. Salute. Houston's in the building. Dallas. Salute to Hefe. Atlanta, my second home, man. West Coast up. A-Town down. Salute to Atlanta, Merced. I see all you guys. Fresno, man, salute. And Perk, we're going to talk about that at the end of the show, man. I don't know if you guys seen it. For those who are interested in rap battles and hip-hop and all that good stuff, Kendrick Lamar dropped a banger today. And we're going to talk about that at the end of the show, man. Salute to Perk Angle, one of the greatest names in YouTube history. All right, I want to get to it, you guys. First and foremost, we kind of broke down the pickup yesterday with Michael Gallup, right? I have to say this, okay? Yes, I was excited. I think a lot of people in the nation were excited. A lot of people, why are you guys so excited about this? Why are you so excited about that? You guys are always excited about everything Raiders related, right? Yes, motherfucker, I'm a Raider fan. You know what I mean? And I know what Michael Gallup can do when healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, you guys, he is a wide receiver 3, at least a wide receiver 4. A guy that put up 1,100 yards, 2019, I believe. A guy that can get it done when healthy and when in the right system. When they got CeeDee Lamb out there and they picked up Amari Cooper, right? He ended up being that wide receiver 3. I'm not expecting a crazy amount of production out of Michael Gallup. I'm just excited that we have a high ceiling type guy as a wide receiver 3 at this point. Let people be happy, man. Let people be happy. I don't understand, why we have to beat each other up about optimism and hopium. Let people be excited about what is going on within this team, man. I honestly don't understand it. I get that Michael Gallup has dealt with injuries. He's been up and down these past 2 or 3 seasons. But at the end of the day, he's a big name guy that we brought in for $3 million, let alone actually under $3 million. The deal was up to $3 million. Why can't we be happy about that? Now, if we would have went out there and paid this guy $7-8 million a season, I would understand the frustration. I wouldn't have been as happy about the pickup. You guys, we picked up a bona fide wide receiver 3, potentially a wide receiver 2. God forbid something happens to Jacoby. But this is a guy that, is betting on himself. A 1-year deal. The money is not there for him. He's saying, yo, I'm going to go to Las Vegas and bet on myself. You know what I mean? I love it. Let people be excited about the pickup. You know what I mean? I don't think that this takes away from Trey Tucker at all. At the end of the day, Tucker can still be wide receiver 3 at this point. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you guys, Michael Gallup is a dude that has put up north of 1,000 yards in 1 season. And a lot of these other guys have not done that. Think about this, you guys. Jacoby Myers has not put up over 1,000 yards in his career. Trey Tucker in year 2, he only has 1 year under his belt. He hasn't done it either. Michael Mayer, 1 year under his belt. He hasn't done it either. You know what I mean? This is a guy that has put up 1,100 yards at the NFL level. You know what I mean? Let everybody be happy about this. Let people be happy about this, man. I think it was a great move, regardless if it's a wide receiver 3 or a depth move. Just be happy about it, man. Let us be passionate about our team. Let us be passionate about the pickups. Stop hating amongst each other. We're supposed to be a nation, right? Stop beating each other up because people are more happy than the move than others. It just makes no sense to me. I don't understand why we have to beat each other up about being happy. Stop it, man. Salute to Tom Telesco. I thought that was a great move. And I'm hoping that this guy makes this team, you know what I mean? And he ends up being, that guy for us this upcoming season, whether it's AOC or Gardner Minshew at the helm, man. Let me see. Salute to my brother, Jason. As always, I appreciate you, bro. If you guys want to become a member, make sure you hit the, damn, I'm getting a call from Woodson Whiskey. Let me hit the, gotta hit him back. If you guys want to become a member, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Salute to all the new members because of my brother, Jason Hunter, gifting 5 OLV Raider Network memberships. Salute to my dog, Jason. Love you, bro. And I will see you this week for cigars, man. Salute to Dinah. You already know. Appreciate you for being here, family. A member for 19 months. Definitely appreciate it. Salute to the Mokes. It wouldn't be right. If my guy didn't come over here and say AOC MVP incoming. Shout out from under my side chick's bed. I love it. Her man came home early. Send help. Where you at, King? Send the bat signal. I got you. I'll send an Uber your way, brother. Salute to the Mokes, man. Salute to Jamal. Jacoby missed 2 games with a concussion last season. We don't need Christian Wilkerson as a wide receiver 2. Now we have a proven wide receiver 2/3. Why be upset? And that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, Mo. That's all I'm saying, brother. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with bringing in some more competition, a guy that has got it done at the next level, man. You already know. Salute to Ghost. I see you, King. Salute to Coach. Idea for you. There's so many old Raider games on YouTube. You should do a Throwback Thursday watch along. We could definitely do that, Coach, but the problem is, I will get demonetized for watching that. I wish I could go and watch games, with the nation and do that. I can't. I wish I could, brother, but I will get flagged and they will probably take my channel away from me. There's already a lot of people on YouTube that make content that don't like what I do for whatever some strange reason. And hey, man, different strokes for different folks. I'm not mad about it, but people would be waiting and salivating for me to do something like that and flag me and get my channel took. So I can't do it, but I appreciate you. And that is a great idea, Coach. Salute to you, man. Salute to Trip also on a $2 donation. Can you say AOC is the best quarterback in the division? No, I can't. I cannot. At this point, I'll say the third. I think that's clear cut also. You know what I mean? I mean, Patrick Mahomes is the greatest in the NFL, just all around. Justin Herbert has done more than AOC at the NFL level, and then Bo Nix hasn't proven anything yet. So I'm going to say we have the third best quarterback in the division. You know what I mean? And even if it's Gardner Minshew, we still have the third best quarterback in the division until proven otherwise. So there you have it. Let me see. Salute to Devin. I'm not promoting the AOC hype until I'm proven wrong. I love that. I'm not mad about that, Dev. I have zero faith in him, like him as a person, not as my quarterback. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Salute the hug, man. My dog, the mod father, is in the building, man. Real, walkie, talkie. Salute to Johnny. More excited about UDFAs than Gallup, to be honest, but not mad. I mean, we should be, Johnny, right? Because these are young kids on inexpensive deals. You would like for one of those guys to take the top off of training camp and make this roster, right? And then you won't have to worry about the likes of a Michael Gallup, who was coming off of a few injury-riddled seasons. You know what I mean? So I agree with you, brother. Like, in a sense, I do. But Michael Gallup is more proven than those guys. But if one of those guys comes into training camp and just completely just shows out, I agree. I would definitely be more excited. But there are some UDFAs that I like a lot, especially on the O-line and then that corner room. And we're going to break those down this week. I'm going to bring on some other people, man, that love to do college and film breakdown and stuff like that this week. And we're going to talk about some of those UDFAs. Salute to Johnny Kicknuts, one of the greatest names in YouTube history, man. Salute to Xavier. AOC was 5-4 under a changing offense. Little to no quarterback 1, quarterback 2 reps. Bo Hardegree, as interim head coach, interim offensive coordinator, out of shape. We're likely to see something good. I love it. I love it. Salute to you, my brother. Factory outlet, man. Let's see what the kid can do with a full season and a full training camp, battling it out with Gardner Minshew. Salute to Jason, my dog, man, on a $20 donation. As always, this fan base is goofy. Half want to talk down on people because they're happy. Facts, and throw out lies because they're bigger than them in the nation. They want to always be right and would rather lose and be right than win and be wrong. Talk that shit, King. Talk. And we can't let that shit ride, man. We're supposed to be a family. We can't shit on each other about opinions and about takes. Salute to my dog, Jason. I couldn't say it any better than that, man. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to you, as always, on the $20 donation. Salute to Koa, man. Appreciate you on becoming a member. We're going to call you BK because I definitely don't want to butcher your name. But salute to Boy. We're going to do that, man. Salute to my dog. If you guys want to become a member, like him, like my dog BK, hit the link. It's pinned up top. Let me see. Mutation. Let's get these supers in real quick, y'all. And then we're going to definitely get the show rolling. Never apologize for being a fan. Whether you are always optimistic and enjoy every move your team makes, you're hypercritical, but still cheer them on in the end. Do it your way. Let people be fans. I love it, Mutation. Salute to you, my guy. Appreciate you, bro. I just want to see this team win. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of hope in them because I've been a fan for 40 plus years. You know what I mean? And I just want to get back to that point, where we're a perennial playoff team and we're making noise and the media cannot shit on us anymore. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, I'm always holding out hopes that this team can get it together. And I think right now we're going in the right direction with Antonio Pierce at the helm as our head coach, and Tom Telesco, running the ship as the GM, man. Salute to Mutation. And I got to put Patrick Graham out there as well because I love what he's doing on the defensive side of the football. Salute to Robert Hicks also on gifting 5 OLV Raider Nation memberships. I salute you and I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Salute to all the new members because of Robert Hicks in the building. And Low Tone, I definitely agree with you. This is a guy, that has some speed, a ball hawk out of Maryland, a guy that we had a top 30 visit with that ended up going as a UDFA that we picked up as a UDFA. I think Tom Telesco was hoping and praying that he would fall out of the draft, and he did. And we got one of them ones. And I'm hoping that he figures it out at the end of the day, even if he doesn't. If he's a practice squad guy in year 1, and we can develop him because he is a developmental talent. But I can see him being a guy that can give us some real reps at the next level, man. Salute to Low Tone. Salute to Mike as well. We had 2 ego-driven head coaches in a row who thought they could GM. We actually get a true GM that can run the ship and look at the difference. Talk that shit, my brother Mike Down. Salute. And salute to Ben, man. We will see a different AOC within the training camp. And like I said yesterday, I don't know if you guys seen the video yesterday. If you can, go to Instagram, go to Twitter, go to the Raiders page. Raiders.com. Check out the what was it yesterday? It was like a workout video that they uploaded. Our boys are out there already, involuntary workouts. All the big dogs were out there, and AOC looked like he was in phenomenal shape. He has definitely been working his ass off this offseason. He heard all the rumblings. He heard all the shit talk. This guy is coming out firing on all cylinders, and I'm telling you, I'm here for it, man. Salute to Ben. James Moore, what's good with you, King? Yeah, I definitely think that Shepard could be one of the ones, man. Factory, man. Let me see. Alex, I agree with you, man. I agree, man. A lot of crybabies, man. Graphk, who would you start at quarterback? You know what's funny, man? We can all agree that Gardner Minshew has done more. Nose ring, y'all. No booger. Nose ring. We can all agree that Gardner Minshew at the NFL level has done more than Aiden O'Connell. But I'm going to be real with you, man. I seen some things out of Aiden last year, and I see some things I didn't like. You know what I mean? But with a full offseason and with him getting some real reps, in training camp, I'm going to be real. I'm going with Aiden O'Connell. I do, because I think his ceiling is higher. I think we already know what Gardner Minshew can do. You know what I mean? He can win. He can win you some ball games. He can use his legs, utilize his legs more than Aiden O'Connell. But I think that Aiden just has a higher ceiling. At this point, we know who Gardner Minshew is. Watched him in Jacksonville. We watched him in Indianapolis. We watched him all over the place. At the end of the day, he's been in the NFL longer, and this is only year 2 with Aiden O'Connell. I want to see some development, and I'm going to be real. I'm going with Aiden O'Connell because I think his ceiling is higher than a Gardner Minshew. Salute to Central Coast Raps, my dog. Yes, Pace, I'm definitely watching that today. And look, we can kill that narrative right now, you guys. And we talked a little bit about it yesterday. We have to stop putting this Davante Adams shit into the universe. Let the media do it, okay? Let the media do it. Let all these people, this is the perfect time to move on from Davante and, the Pittsburgh Steelers and, they brought in Michael Gallup. If you think that Michael Gallup was a move to bring in to get rid of Davante Adams, you just don't have it all. You don't have it all up here. You don't have it all up here. This was a depth move, a guy that you brought in to hopefully make this roster and be a high-end wide receiver 3, at lowest a wide receiver 4. It was not a move to move Davante Adams. And Davante sees everything. He trolls, he plays into it sometimes. But you guys, let the media do it, the national media. Let them do it, because the more he sees us play into it, at some point he can be like, man, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. He wants to be here. He said it a million times already. We have to understand at some point he's a human being. The noise affects everybody because we're all just human beings at the end of the day. We don't need that type of shit coming from us. Let's kill that narrative. Davante Adams is not going anywhere anytime soon. He is our wide receiver 1, and I'm excited to see him today on Max Crosby's podcast, because I think he was feisty in that snippet that they put up, man. And I love it. But we have to kill this, you guys. As Raider fans, let's get behind Davante Adams, pause if necessary, and push him as our wide receiver 1. And let's stop pushing the narrative of, oh my God, we're going to move on from him. Oh my God, Davante doesn't want to be here. If he didn't want to be here, he wouldn't be here. And that's coming from the horse's mouth. Davante Adams. Salute to Pace, man, my guy. And he said, I'm also ready for this Air Force kid. Yes, trade a shock. I do not understand, Pace, how he made it to the 7th round. The only thing I can come up with is Air Force. The level of talent he played at the collegiate level. That's the only thing that I can come up with. This guy is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And I love what we're doing with that pickup. A kid that comes from a great family, a great program. And what I mean by that, Air Force, man, it's a great program. He's a man. He loves the game of football. His morals are intact. This is a kid that can come in and be a vocal locker room leader in a few years. I love the signing, man. Salute to you, Pace. Salute to Jimmy Ryan as well, my guy on a $5 donation. Shout out to you, Graphk. Been watching you and Wasted for a few months now over the offseason, and now you're my go-to source. Let's get to 25K. I appreciate you, that man. Me and Wasted definitely appreciate you, brother. Hold on real quick, y'all. Babe, I'm live. I'm going to call her back. Everybody always wants to call me when I'm live. But I appreciate you, Jimmy. That means a lot to me, brothers. Thank you so much. And yes, hit that subscribe button, you guys. We are only a few away from 25,000 subscribers. Salute to my guy, Jimmy, on the kind words, man. Salute to my dog, Joe, also. Back at Purdue, AOC, dude was a quarterback 8 on the depth chart and still overcame all the odds to become quarterback 1. Just because Minshew is the better quarterback right now on paper doesn't mean that AOC doesn't know how to overcome and rise. This is facts. I am looking forward to Aiden O'Connell going out there and fighting tooth and nail for that quarterback one spot. And I definitely think that he's going to win it. But like I said yesterday, you guys, if he doesn't, it's still a good sign because Gardner Minshew beat him out and we have our quarterback one. At the end of the day, I think we're in a good situation here. We have a ton of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. We rebuilt that offensive line in the draft. You know what I mean? I think we're going to be okay here. You know what I mean? Salute to Joe, man, my dog. Gerardo, I agree. Our 7th rounders, safety is going to turn some heads. Facts. And Devonshire, you know, the corner that we got out of Pittsburgh. I'm telling you guys now, the guy is a ball hawk. I've seen a few pick sixes at the collegiate level. The guy knows how to play football. He is a developmental prospect, but once Patrick Graham gets his hands on him, pause if necessary, no diddy, I'm telling you guys, he could be a force to be reckoned with in that cornerback room. I'm looking forward to Devonshire Patrick Graham molding him and having him become that guy, because the thing that's kind of scary, you guys, is I want some of these guys to develop quick. You know what I mean? The Devonshires of the world. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, because I'm going into this season with the idea that Patrick Graham is going to get a head coaching job next year. And I'm hoping that these young guys on the defensive side of the football, the Chris Smiths in year 2, the Jacorian Bennett's in year 2, are young guys, even a Byron Young, a Jade coming out of Arizona State. I'm hoping that he can unlock these guys full potential this year, because I'm telling y'all now, Patrick Graham is such a great mind. He's probably going to be a head coach, not this season, but next season. So I want to see him help mold these guys quick, fast, and in a hurry, because we may lose this guy. I'm not even going to say may. If I'm a betting man, Patrick Graham is moving on next offseason to become a head coach somewhere. So I'm hoping and praying that he has these guys ready, and whatever he instills in them sticks with them, because Patrick Graham is just that good. Salute to GA. My God, man. Let's start this convo. ATL, Carolina, Denver, KC. That's 10 wins. How many of these can we win? AP is going to Miami with a chip on his shoulder. Well, realistically, you know what I mean? If you're looking at those games, I got Pittsburgh. We can win that game. We really have had, their number up until these last 2 seasons, right? We really have owned the Pittsburgh Steelers many years until these past 2 years. I think that Cleveland, I know they're a great defensive-minded team. That they got a bunch of weapons on the offensive side of the football. Deshaun Watson has not been able to get it together. I know he's been dealing with some injuries and stuff like that, but I can definitely see that being a winnable game. Cincinnati, they've had a ton of injuries. Is Burrow going to be completely healthy by the time we play them? And then their defenses took some knocks. They lost some people on the defensive side of the football this offseason as well. So if I had to pick some, I think Cincinnati's a very winnable game. I think that Pittsburgh and Cleveland are very winnable games. I'm looking at Baltimore and Miami as, 2 teams that, we got to go in there and fight in order to pull off those victories. Baltimore is definitely a game that, I'm looking forward to, because I want to see what this team is truly made of. But I'm going to be honest, like I said, if I'm a betting man, you got to give Baltimore the edge. This team was in the AFC Championship this past offseason. They once again had a great draft. They always find a way to rebuild that defense and that offense quick, fast, and in a hurry. Mark Andrews is coming back healthy. I think that Baltimore, if I had to, I'm going to say that's an L. But is it a winnable game? It is. But we go to Baltimore. It's going to be a tough assignment. But a few of those games I can definitely see us winning. Salute to GA. But don't look past Atlanta, GA. They got Kirk Cousins. They have a ton of weapons on the offensive side of the football. Last year, they became more of a defensive-minded team, and now they have Raheem Morris as their head coach, a great defensive mind. We can't look past Atlanta. We can't. And then KC as well. We still got to look. Yeah, we beat them last year once, but at the end of the day, they're still the Kansas City Chiefs. They brought in a ton of weapons in the draft and in free agency. Hollywood Brown. They brought Xavier Worthy in. A lot of speed. I don't know where Rice is going to be at. He may be suspended, but if he's not, that's a ton of speed, man, at the wide receiver position. So I want to pump the brakes on just calling teams with victories, because even Tampa Bay was a playoff team last year. They won their division. The New Orleans Saints, we don't know what they are at this point. You know what I mean? But and then Jacksonville, we still don't know who they are. You know what I mean? So look, any given Sunday, GA, I don't want to just count, what is it? Count our eggs before they hatch. I'm gonna play the waiting game and just see any given Sunday, man. Salute to my guy GA. 12 personnel season, David. Talk that talk, my brother. Lumpy Noah Shannon is gonna make the squad. Dude is a dog. Another guy that we are going to talk about this week as well. We're going to do a ton of homework on a lot of these guys, but Noah Shannon is definitely one of the guys that I'm excited about coming in as a UDFA. Salute to Lumpy, my dog, man, one of the greatest names in YouTube history. Salute to 9141. Love your content, brother. Cheers from Bulgaria. Love all Raiders, man. Salute to you, my guy. Elite, what's good with you, sis? Aiden's best attribute is his calmness. He is not shook in high-pressure situations. I love it. I love it. And I think this year is going to have a little bit more time to be able to throw the football. You know what I mean? I think this offensive line is going to be a lot better. I think that James Craig is going to have these guys ready to go. I think Powers Jackson coming in is just takes this offensive line already to the next level. He's that talented. I've said it all off season. He's an all-pro talent at the center position and could potentially be at the guard position as well. We don't know what we have with Glaze yet, pause if necessary, but he could be that guy that can give you some reps at left tackle and right tackle. He could be that Swiss Army knife if need be. You know what I mean? So, and then we got some interesting UDFAs that we brought in that we're going to be talking about also that can help revamp that offensive line. But I'm excited also. I know, waste is not that high on Dylan Parham. I like Dylan Parham. I do. I'm excited to see what he is going to do this upcoming season, man. Like, I really am. I think that he can take that next step in year 3. He can be one of those Pro Bowl type talents. I liked him coming out of Memphis. I know he had a kind of a up and down season last year, but also remember, you guys, his anchor on that left side, Colton Miller, had a shoulder injury. He was in and out, of the lineup last year. I think Dylan Parham is going to take that next step this upcoming season too. Could you imagine having 2 stout guards with Powers and Dylan Parham with hopefully James, with our change of scheme on the offensive line, that's going to help him as well. But the real question mark right now is right tackle. Is it going to be Mumford? Is it going to be Dalton Wagner, our UDFA out of Arkansas, which is a big question mark at this point, or is it going to be Glaze? We have no idea yet. But I'm excited, man. Salute to Elite. Okay, real talk, Graphk. Hold up these players. We have to, man. We're Raiders at the end of the day. Salute to S. Dot, my guy. Daniel Cap. He's a fucking Jim Thorpe Award winner. Yeah, man. And you know what's funny? We got one a few years ago in Trayvon Merrick, right, out of TCU, a bigger program that we were all excited about, right? Why can't we be excited about this kid like we were about Trayvon Merrick? I know he was at Air Force, different conference, different talent level, but we were ecstatic when we got Trayvon Merrick. We wanted him in the first round, Daniel, out of TCU. Then he fell to the second because of a back injury, right? And he's been playing really well for us as of late. Why can't we be excited about the 7th round guy, a Jim Thorpe award winner? It's crazy. It's crazy. Salute to Cap. Salute to Lucky, my dog, man. This is for everyone to understand. Adams family is Cali, close to home. Everyone has bitched about it having a wide receiver 1, and we have it. Stop the trade bullshit. Lucky, talk that talk, my brother. Salute to my guy.com, man. Miss you out there in Detroit, brother. Yo, what up, bro? Salty, I couldn't make it to Detroit due to the funeral. My condolences once again, brother. But I'm pleased with the draft. I hope we get another QB in free agency, but I'm good. I don't think you're going to get what you want, brother. I think .com, we're running with what we have. Aiden, Minshew, Anthony Brown as the practice squad guy. And then we brought in Gus Bradley's son, 6'3" product out of South Alabama. I don't know if he makes this roster, but I'm assuming that's the way we're going to attack this. Don't think there's going to be any QB that we bring in free agency. I know a lot of people, salute the boy. I know a lot of people they've been talking as of late about bringing in Tannehill. I mean, do you guys really want to bring in Tannehill? Like, realistically, like, I see a lot of people talking about this because a lot of people are nervous about this quarterback room. Do you guys really want to bring in a Ryan Tannehill who has struggled recently these past few years? Age is starting to catch up to him. You know what I mean? This guy was benched, for a second-year guy. I think, was he benched for – I thought he was benched for a second-year guy, or was he benched for Mr. Mayonnaise? I don't know who he was benched for, but he was benched. Do you guys really want to bring in a guy like Ryan Tannehill? Me personally, no. Run with what we have at the quarterback position. There's no reason to bring in another guy in Ryan Tannehill who's getting up there in age and the production is starting to dip. No, sorry, Bob. It's not my job. Salute to boy. Graphk, how do I send you a couple dollars in the chat? If you can't, brother, it's all good, but hit the dollar button in the chat. It's at the bottom where you can post a comment. There's a dollar sign there. If you'd like to, great. If not, don't worry about it, brother. Salute to boy. JJ, how can we retain Patrick Graham for next season? It's tough. I don't know, man. I don't think you can. If we have another great year, which I think we're all hoping that, or I think we all agree that we will, I think this defense takes the next step. I don't know how he would. You know what I mean? If he takes this defense and flips it into a top 5 defense all year long, not just, when Josh McDaniels left, but this year, all year long, I don't think there's any way we can retain Patrick Graham unless you kind of try and make him like the richest defensive coordinator, maybe like how the Detroit Lions did with their offensive coordinator once he was speaking with the Commanders. I don't know, maybe money talks, but I don't see in any way even that we can overpay him more than another team would as a head coach. I think we're going to lose him. If this defense takes the next step that we all hope it does, JJ, Patrick Graham is gone. He's gone, and rightfully so, because you have to strike while the iron is hot. And I think Patrick Graham has always wanted to be a head coach. You know what I mean? I think any one of these guys in this league would want to be a head coach at some point. And I just don't think that he's going to stick around for that. I think he's going to go take a job elsewhere, and he's going to be a phenomenal defensive mind. I think if Graham can go somewhere else and find a brilliant offensive coordinator, I think that whatever program he goes to, they're going to be great. Salute to my guy Hug. Hot take. The nation feels different this season. Factory outlet. Salute to the my father, my brother Hug, and salute to LV. No excuses this year. We need to pack the Death Star this year. Schedule releases May 9th. We're going to do a live show for that, LV. I hope everybody is tuned in. We do it every year annually over here at OLV Raiders Network. We're going to do a live breaking down the schedule release, and then we're going to do a live and live in color, a schedule prediction in terms of wins and losses. Salute to my brother LV. It feels different, and I definitely believe that the Raiders fans are going to be out there in full force this year, a lot more at the Death Star with Antonio Pierce at the helm as the head coach. Salute, man, to my guy, Ant, for the $10 donation. The one thing I haven't heard much people talk about is the new DB/LB coaches. I think they're going to help elevate that group to another level. Mark my words. Factory Ant. With those two guys there and with Patrick Graham's assistance, I'm telling you, man, this defense can definitely take the next step. I agree with you, brother. Not a lot of people are talking about some of the guys that we brought in terms of coaching this offseason. We talked about it a lot, early on when they were first hired. But yeah, you're definitely right. The noise hasn't been as loud as it should be for some of the guys that we brought in to help bolster this coaching staff. Alex says these fans just go based off of name value graph. A lot of people do, and I understand it though, man. If you don't break down this game, year in and year out, and I understand it. A lot of fans just go off of some of the names they know. I understand it. The thing is this though, you can't complain about it if you're not doing your homework though. You get what I'm saying? If that's all you know and you're okay with that, that's cool. But don't complain about it if you're not doing the homework. Salute to my guy, East Coast. Brother, I need you on the show this week. I want you to come on the show, man, and help talk about some of these UDFAs. And I want you to grade our draft if possible, man. Pull up on the show this week. Let's definitely break down this draft that our Raiders have had. Well, my Raiders have had. I know you're a Jacksonville Jaguar guy, and I want to get your opinion on some of these UDFAs. I know you had some interviews, with our young pup out of Air Force, 7th round safety with Trey. I know you talked to Luby, or Lobby, however you want to say it. Our New Hampshire running back, and then a few other guys you actually spoke to also at the Senior Bowl. Pull up on the show. I definitely want to talk to you this week if you're free, brother. LBs weren't questioned last year. Quarterbacks this year. No, man, I'm not going to question it, man. I understand that's the easy thing to do because we didn't get the likes of a Jaden Daniels, But I think the Raiders did this the right way. They knew it was going to be very, very, very hard and far-fetched to move up to the top 3 picks to pick up one of those guys, the likes of a Drake May, and Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams, right? So they did it the right way. They targeted Gardner Minshew early on, a guy that has been proven to be a starter at the NFL level. They did it the right way. They knew at 13, you were kind of in purgatory, in terms of trying to get a quarterback. We looked at Michael Penix Jr. If he failed at 13, I think he would have been a Raider. And there was a lot of talk about us potentially trying to move up in order to get him, but the Atlanta Falcons were sold on taking Michael Penix there at 8. So I'm not too much worried about it. They did the smart thing and they went and got Gardner Minshew quick, fast, and in a hurry. I think he was the second pickup after Christian Wilkins. It makes all the sense in the world. I think they were prepared for this situation. So we're here for it, man. I'm not too much worried about it. I think that the defense is going to take the next step. We're going to be a defensive-minded team. And I think that what they did was bringing in Bowers, bringing in a Michael Gallup, and bringing in some of these guys on the offensive line. making Zeus that running back one, but also adding a Madison and, a Dillon out of New Hampshire. I think that this is going to be a sneaky, sneaky offense this upcoming season, man. Salute to my brother, Pastor Raider in the building. Raiders! God bless the nation. God bless you too, brother. Appreciate you for being here. Salute to Pace, my guy, on a $10 donation. As always, salute to Mondo Reyes, my guy. AP does seem to have a knack for bringing great play and max effort out of the less talented guys, which is who he was as a player. We've been underachieving, and now I feel we will overachieve. Salute, salute, salute. I love that. I love that. I love that. Salute to Pace, man, my guy. And salute to Isaiah on becoming a member as well. If you guys want to become a member, like Isaiah, hit the link. It's pinned up top. One of the best ways to support what we do over here at OLV, man. Salute to Hug. Yes, wipe them feet, y'all. We're, I think, about 100 away, maybe a little under 100 now from 25K. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps us, man. We're trying to hit that new milestone. 25K is a massive achievement for me. If you guys can, hit that subscribe button, man. Salute the boy. My boy BK, man, my man. Got it. All your shit. I'm listening from Hawaii, man. Salute to my dog out there in Hawaii, and salute to you, man. I appreciate you, brother, for supporting me, man. It means a lot to me, bro. Real talk. Appreciate you on a donation. Appreciate you on the kind words, and appreciate you, man, for becoming a member, man. Yes, it's free, man. It's free. Salute to my guy. And salute to Hug, man. Relax. Chill, my father. Chill. Chill. Salute to my guy, and salute to all the new members because of my brother Hug D's. We got 1,300 people in the building. Whether you're watching on Twitter or YouTube, man, hit that like button. Say the word, bro. I'll text you now. Let's do it. Let's line it up. I want to get your opinion on some of these guys, man. I know you do, your due diligence. I know you do massive homework and massive research on some of these guys. I would love for you to pull up on the show, man, and break bread with me. UA Mail, what's good, King? He's on his way, D-Train. He's on his way. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time, man. We're working on it. We're working on it. Let me see. I think we filled a lot of needed holes with this draft class. They're all going to contribute in some way, whether it's special teams often or defense. Look out, NFL 13-4 this year. I'm calling that shit. I love the optimism, Raider Rebel, and I hope and pray that we end up being there. But I got more along the lines of a 10-11 win season. And I got us sneaking into the playoffs as a wild card team. I do. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be just a little less optimistic as you, and I'm gonna go that 10 range, 11 tops. Let me see. Salute to my guy. No, Nav man's in the building. Salute to my guy, Barack Bowers. Salute to Chris, my dog, man. Your videos are awesome. Now you are awesome, Chris. Thank you for being here, brother. And East Coast, my man. You didn't have to do that, King. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Salute to you, man, and salute to Spivey, man. You guys are the greatest, man. Real talk. I appreciate you. Salute to the 10 new members because I'm the Kevin Nash of Shieldmore and my brother East Coast Gridiron, man. Appreciate you guys. Let me see. LV, he was supposed to be on during the draft, but, our Wi-Fi was a little questionable, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to pull him up, but I'll definitely reach out to him this week and bring him on. I would love to have him and East Coast Gridiron together on screen because they both, tackle the collegiate level so much. I think I need to hit up Scout, man, to see if I can get him on with a show with East Coast Gridiron. That'd be phenomenal. Let me see. Let's get some questions in, you guys. I'm not against it, Brave. I'm not against it, but I'm hoping that one of the guys on this roster is already our franchise quarterback. I'm hoping that, Aiden can take that next step and he's our guy. And if not, I'm hoping that Gardner Minshew can be the new Rich Gannon with this team. And he could be the guy that can turn his career around and be that guy. You know what I mean? But if not, next year, definitely looking at a Cam Ward, definitely looking at, Sanders. There's some options out there next year at the quarterback position. You know what I mean? So I think we'll be all right. But I'm going to be real, man. I've said it a million times, you guys. I feel there's going to be a veteran quarterback that's going to be trying to get out of their respective organization, and we may be one of those teams, looking at trading, being a trade partner if one of our guys doesn't work. You know what I mean? So, all I'm saying is, there's going to be some names out there. Just keep an eye on some of these veterans that may be eyeing a new home. We may not even have to wait until the draft. You know what I mean? But in the perfect world, one of these guys that we already have on the existing roster works it out. You know what I mean? It works out. Robert, Kendrick definitely went crazy, man. We got a battle now, man. Let me see. All right, Alpha, we talked about Anthony Brown, man. You know, we talked about him a lot. You know what I mean? But at this point, he's a practice squad guy. You know what I mean? He got some reps as a starter out there in Baltimore because of injuries and due to already making the playoffs and sitting Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I'm going to be real, man. I don't think there's really anything to talk about in terms of Anthony Brown. I think he is where he needs to be, a practice squad guy. He'll be that emergency third quarterback for us. That's what I think he's going to be at this point. That's what I think. I don't think there's really too much talk surrounding Anthony Brown because there really doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? Is he a talented guy? Definitely. You know what I mean? But he just reminds me of a lot of those athletic guys that came out of Oregon. You know what I mean? Quarterback-wise, the Marcus Mariotas of the world, the Dixons, remember in the past, one of those type of guys that are very talented, but it just never really panned out at the NFL level. There's nothing really to talk about really in terms of Anthony Brown. Jenny, man, everybody, man, in the comment section, put prayer hands out there for Rube. Prayers to our brother Rube. Prayers to Rube. The great and powerful Helani went to the Seattle Seahawks, Jenny. The Seattle Seahawks. Let me see. Graphk, what venture quarterback is not a Band-Aid quarterback that could be available? Right now, none. Right now, none. I don't see anybody, in the streets on free agency being that guy. I don't. You know what I mean? We have to wait until the season happens, Frank, to see what if Kirk Cousins is out there in Atlanta, you guys, and the noise starts getting louder. What if they start to struggle out there, and the Michael Penix noise starts to pick up? What if they think that they have their next Michael Vick of the future out there in Atlanta, and the noise just starts to get loud and loud and loud, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to take on that kind of guaranteed money, especially with Kirk Cousins coming off that type of injury. You know what I mean? At all, but he could be an interesting name if the noise starts to pile up out there in Atlanta and they start screaming for Michael Penix Jr. You know what I mean? I don't want Dak Prescott as a Raider, but who's to say that, he has 1 year left on his deal? What if the Dallas Cowboys shit the bed offensively and they start screaming for Trey Lance and they bring in the young guy? What if they move on from Dak? He only has 1 year. What if they trade him in the middle of the season? We don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where some of these guys end up if they do not pan out in year one. You know what I mean? So we shall see. Salute to my guy. Oh, man, I should be a content creator for the amount of dumb fans falling for all the clickbait. Stay safe, docs. Salute to my guy, Omar, man. One thing we try not to do over here, we have some fun here and there with the thumbnails. We do. But one thing we don't do over here, is do the whole clickbait shit. We'll throw some stuff out there to have fun and kind of troll here and there. But one thing we don't do over here is lay our hats on clickbait and shit. We don't do that, man. We try to keep it as authentic, as real as possible over here. Salute to Phil, man, my guy. Max stated on the rush to Gardner. Can't wait to see you run the West Coast offense. Sounds like Gardner is the starter. Well, let me say this, Phil. Max is our leader in that locker room. He's the leader on that team. But at the end of the day, he has no say in who is the guy to be the QB1. You know what I mean? And to be real with you, he could admit, I'm excited to see you run that West Coast offense in camp. You know what I mean? Like, he still has to beat out Aiden O'Connell for that QB1 spot. So maybe that's just Max bigging up his guy and saying, go out there and win the quarterback one spot. But at the end of the day, Max has no control of who's going to be the quarterback. That's Luke Getsy. That's Antonio Pierce. That's those guys' job to make sure that the quarterback one is ready. So I wouldn't put too much stock into that comment. You know what I mean? Salute to you, though, Phil. Salute to Hug, my guy. My guys, you and Wasted spoke on it. Next man up looks a whole lot different when there's depth and real leader on the sidelines. I'm effing here for it. AP Strong. Salute to the mod father himself. Hug D's on the $5 donation. My guy, man. He said, I get you to click, but the videos are never bait, is what I say. Stay authentic. Salute to my guy, man. East Coast Gridiron. Salute to Frank as well on the $20 donation, man. Here for the content as always. And all I have to say is, let's go. Raiders and Brock Bowers. Salute to Frank, my guy. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep saying that, Frank, until that goes on in Allegiant Stadium. We need to hear that shit blaring from the speaker system. We need to hear every time he catches the football, every time he gets a touchdown, that needs to go off in the building. I'm telling you now, we got to put that into the universe. Salute to Frank, my guy. I appreciate you on the $20 special, man. My boy, man. Appreciate you, brother. LV, my dog. Love you, bro. Salute to my guy. Salute to all the new members in the building because of my boy LV Maximus. Cap, Doxy and T is Raiders to the core, not a corporate show. Talk that talk, brother. Talk that talk. And I appreciate you, man. Salute to Frank. Your show is real talk. Really reminds me of hanging with the fellas at work and talking Raiders. And that's all we want this to be. All we want it to be is barbershop talk. We don't want it to be we want it to be professional, but we don't want it to be too professional to the point where we can't talk our shit. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you. I kind of feel like we're in the middle of, the trap, like we were in Detroit, and then, $1 million studios. You know what I mean? So we're somewhere there in the middle, man. Barbershop talk is what we want to be over here at OLV. Let me see. Salute the East Coast. I hate you, motherfuckers. You got Brock Bowers. That was my number one guy on my big board. Jersey is in the cart. Woo-hoo-hoo! Talk, my brother. Talk. Let me see. Salute to UA. Graphk, I asked you a few weeks back about the Raiders going cheap on the O-line. It seems they have chosen to go cheap. If Getsy ran a power scheme, they would have had to have took Fuaga or spend in free agency. Well, UA, you seen, I know you seen, right, what free agency was looking like in terms of nose ring, y'all know, but in terms of the money, right? The money aspect. I don't know if you've seen the Carolina Panthers pay a mid-guard all-pro money. I don't know if you've seen some of these tackles and these guards, the kind of money that they secured in free agency. Tom Telesco said it himself and I think Antonio Pierce said it. My apologies, you guys, that they didn't expect the guard market to be that insane. So they had to switch up. They paid Andre James, which for a minute we all thought he was overpaid. And then you start seeing what some of these guys are getting paid. And you're like, oh, wow, Andre James is a steal. You know what I mean? And you're right, Elite. Guess he's a zone scheme blocking. That's facts. But they didn't want to pay that kind of money. Why would you want to spend most of your money on mid offensive linemen? Could you imagine going out there and paying $100 million for a Greg Van Roten? Could you imagine paying $80 million for the likes of Alex Bars? Some of these teams kind of did that. They overpaid a shit ton of money to bring in guys that have nowhere near the talent that fits the contract. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. They left with one of the best offensive linemen in the draft, Powers, right? They took a flyer on a guy in Glaze that they really believe in, a guy that can play up and down the O-line. You know what I mean? I like it. And then he brought in some guys on the, off the scrap heap is UDFAs that can potentially make this roster. I think they did it the right way, man. I couldn't imagine going into this season overpaying a guard. That market was insane, brother. Salute to Spivey. I saw the grade of C for Bowers. Can you help me understand such a grade? You know why, Spivey? Because they're probably rating that on a curve of by need. Period, point blank. Bowers was one of the best players in this draft. You just seen East Coast say it himself. He was number one on his draft board. In what world is that a C? Either that guy was a Raider hater and just thought, it wasn't a need. That is one of the best. If you can leave any draft with one of the best players on the board, that's a win. I think we have one of the best drafts in the NFL. And I'm not only saying that because I'm a Raider fan, but I'm also saying that because I'm a football fan and I watch this shit very closely. We had a great draft, especially those first two picks. If you told me, you guys, that we were leaving this draft with the likes of a Brock Bowers and a Powers Jackson, come on, bro. Like, what? What? You get two of the best players in this draft? It's an A+ to me, man. So, Spivey, I don't even recognize those type of people, man. It makes no sense. Salute to my guy, Spivey. Let me see. Salute to everybody here in the building, y'all. Wipe them feet. What do you think Getsy's offense will look like this year? Potbelly is very questionable. I really don't know. I don't know. We've already said it, right? That you're going to see a lot of 12 personnel. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see, one running back out there. You're going to see two tight end sets. You'll see two wide receivers out there. It's probably going to be a lot of 12 personnel. But we can get creative. We got Trey Tucker. He is a dynamite. He is an X factor on that offense. A guy that you can use as a gadget player, or you can line him up outside, line him up in the slot. There's so much talent. And like I said before, I think Brock Bowers is going to be lined up in the slot a lot. I think that he's going to take Hunter Renfro's job. Salute to Hunter Renfro, free agent out there. Hope he gets a job here soon. But I don't know what it's going to look like. All I can say, Pot, is that he's had a great running game in recent memory. In Chicago, he's always had one of the top. I think last year they had like the number 2 running team in the league. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of that probably came from their quarterback. But we're gonna run the football. We're gonna run the football a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know what the passing game is gonna look like because I've never seen Getsy run an offense with a guy like a Gardner Minshew or a Aiden O'Connell. So I can't really give you a full-length answer. All I'm gonna say is this: we're gonna run a football. We are going to ground and pound the football, and that's going to open up the passing game. And that's when Devontae cooks. That's when Bowers cooks, Mayer cooks, and all these other guys get a chance to cook. So all I'm going to say is if I had to say something, I would say this is going to be a run-first team, ground and pound to set up the pass. I know that's kind of a generic answer, but that's all I can give you right now because I don't know. Let me see. Salute. I'm going to get to some of you guys' questions also, man. Salute the boy, Graphk. I have a feeling we're looking for a vet quarterback, and it's going to be Ryan Tannehill. I don't listen to the smoke out there, BK. Don't listen to the smoke. I'm telling you now, I don't see in any world that they go out there and get Ryan Tannehill. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. His time has passed. If he can't be the number 1 guy out there with a year 2 guy in Tennessee and a year 1 guy, you know what I mean? And I know Ryan Tannehill in the past has had some success. But there's no reason to look that way. You got 2 guys that have already started in the NFL. Once again, Aiden O'Connell 5-4, I believe in 9 games. Gardner Minshew, he's had some success, and then you got Anthony Brown, a guy who started a few games as well. There's no real need for Ryan Tannehill. Don't worry about it. I don't think in any world we're going to bring him in. Salute the thrill. Raiders are back. Get on or get the F on. Talk, my brother Thrill. Facts. Let me see. I missed the super here too. Let me find my guy. My apologies. Missed the $10 super, and we missed. There we go. Salute to my guy Ant, man. Money talks, and $25 million guaranteed to Minshew over the next 2 years tells me it's Minshew's job to lose. Everywhere Minshew's been, Philly, Jacksonville, Indiana, he's never had the weapons we have. Okay. Well, I think once they kind of started wrapping up, free agency in terms of quarterbacks, you've seen what Marcus Mariota got with the Commanders. You've seen what some of these other guys got. I think it was an actual great deal. I think it was a really good deal. And I don't really think just because you paid Minshew that kind of money, at the end of the day, you got Aiden O'Connell on a rookie deal. The better man is going to be the guy that's going to be out there throwing the football. And at the end of the day, I understand your sentiment of the kind of money that he got. But at the end of the day, you have a guy on a rookie deal that started for you last year in 9 games. So I got to say this, man. I don't agree with you in the sense that it's Minshew's job just because of the contract that he got. I don't agree. The best man will win that job in training camp. You know what I mean? So, and whoever it is, I'll be happy for it. But he also, man, he had some weapons out there. I mean, he's had some weapons all everywhere he's went. Let's not act as though he hadn't have any talent out there in Philly. He had some talent in Jacksonville and in Indianapolis. You know what I mean? So, but I think right now the talent that he has around him now is nasty. He's never had a Devontae Adams. He's never had the likes of a Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer connection, the 1-2 punch at the tight end position. You know what I mean? The one big question that we have right now, Ant, is our run game. I'm hoping that the run game is stout this season because we're putting a lot of stock into Zeus coming off those big 4 games that he had at the end of the year. That's the one thing I'm worried about. I love, Dylan, the pickup with him with New Hampshire, but he's not going to be a guy that's going to be a dude that's going to give you a shit ton of reps and be your running back 1. That'll never happen. He's a guy that is a dynamic playmaker in the passing game. He can run the football, but he's more of a guy that's going to help you in the passing game. He to me is like that Austin Eckler in terms of the passing game. I'm a little nervous about our run game. If Zeus doesn't continue that trend upwards like he did last year, if he doesn't continue to build on that, what he did last year, I'm very nervous. I'm nervous, man, but I do believe that we're going to be okay. I think that James Craig and Getsy are going to have these guys ready to go on that offensive line, and Getsy had that run game going. But we're putting a lot of stock into Zeus. We are, man. We are. And, Madison is a guy that has started a shit ton of football. So last year he was a starting guy for the Minnesota Vikings. He didn't play that great. I think Ty Chandler ended up taking that job out there in Minnesota. But it's going to be a running back by committee type situation with the run game. I'm just hoping that it works. I'm just hoping that it works. Is that true? Ain't no way. I thought Jahad Ward already got a job elsewhere, Reese Rock. I don't know about that. Let me see. Are we bringing back our former second round pick? I don't see that. I thought he signed elsewhere already. Yeah, he signed with the Vikings. Yeah, that's cap. Reese out here trolling, man. Salute to you. Salute to Silver and Black Mindset. Bowers and Mayer are going to gut him in the middle with that play action and third and short situation. Talk that shit, Silver and Black Mindset. Talk. I love it. And I agree with you, King. Salute to my guy, man. Salute to Mario. What up, G? AP coach Trey, the Air Force kid when he was younger. Oh, I didn't know that. Mario, I didn't know that. So there's a connection there. I didn't know that. Thank you for putting me up on game. I had no clue. So is he from Cali or is he from the Arizona area? I had no idea. But I do know when they made the phone call in to make the pick, I know it seemed like there was some type of connection there when he said there was full circle. It's full circle, right? It's full circle. I assumed there was something there, but I just thought maybe it was a type of situation where he's seen him before. You know what I mean? He's met him a few times and he understands what kind of player he is. I didn't know that there was a connection there. Let me see. Okay, AP knows his entire family. Well, there you go. I love it. Salute to Nav, man. How do you defend Mayer underneath and Bowers one level above? Holy shit. I'll tell you right now, Nav, you can't. Good luck. Salute to my guy, Nav. Dylan is a much better Danny Woodhead. Okay, talk that talk, brother. I'm hoping that he's somewhat like that, or like I said, an Austin Eckler, one of those type of guys. Joel says, didn't see who gifted me a membership, but thank you. Salute to Joel and welcome to the memberships, my brother. Let me see. Yeah, I agree with you. What up, man? I agree. And they went for a certain type of cloth in this draft. Trey, a guy that fits the Raider mold, who's going to come out there and ball out. Tommy Eichenberg, a guy that I talked about a lot in the offseason and during the draft process, a guy that fits the Raider mold. Downhill tackler. He's going to absolutely destroy running backs this upcoming season. With him and Spillane out there together, it's going to be nasty, nasty work. You know what I mean? They picked a certain type of player in this draft that fits what we are trying to do out there in Las Vegas, man. And I think that most of these guys that we got, actually, I got to say all of them fit the bill. And the only question mark for me is Glaze. I don't know where he's going to fit at this point. That was the only questionable move for me because I thought maybe we can get him a little later. But I know there was a run on tackles, and I think that Tom Telesco and AP understood the assignment. Let's go get our guy before he's taken off the board. That's the only guy, the Glazinator, that I'm questioning. You know, all the other guys, they have that Raider mold. Dylan, Trey, Tommy. Austin, I keep saying Austin. I keep calling him Austin Powers because of Powers Jackson. Him, Brock Bowers. Every one of these guys has a nasty streak. And from what I'm hearing from the Glazinator, pause if necessary, is he has that dog in him as well. So we shall see. Boy, hey, you know what? Let's do this real quick. Oh, salute to Uncle Hondo too, man. Hondo called me this morning. We're definitely going to get active this week. Salute to Uncle Hondo. Waste is at work. I don't know if he's going to pick up. Yo, hey, we're live right now, brother. I just wanted to tell you one thing. The chat was howling. They was asking about you, right? So, one thing. Brock Bowers! Fuck you, Wasted. Salute to Tony. Our O-line is going to be legit. Remember, we will have 3 centers, Parham, James, Jones on that O-line, calling out protections. Raider Nation for life. Salute to Tony. Oh, man. Salute to our brother Wasted. For older fans, be honest. When we signed Rich Gannon, he said, Wasted said, boo! Boo that man! For older fans, be honest. When we signed Rich Gannon, we didn't expect him to be MVP. We didn't. Not at all, brother. I thought it was a terrible move. He meshed with the systems. Maybe history repeats itself. I love that, UA. Great comment, brother. Because, yeah, when we brought him in, I was like, what did he do at Minnesota? What did he do at Kansas City? Then he came in and ended up being that guy. You are right, UA. You may be on to something, my brother. Appreciate you on a $5 donation. He said, out here crank calling Wasted with that content. All right. Bold take. Bowers will lead in receptions. Ooh. Okay, Charlie. I think that's very bold. When you have a guy like Devontae Adams on your roster, that's a bold take. That is definitely bold, man. I don't agree with you on that, but hopefully he's a monster for us. Let me just say that. Hey, Johnny, what I say? I said we want to have it in the middle of the trap and $1 million foundation, right? In the middle somewhere. So it's the trap in Detroit, it's the $1 million business right here, and then it's the fuck you Wasted. Meet me in the middle, King. Yeah, Daniel, this is facts. Facts, man. Sometimes all it takes is a new scenery. Just look at Spillane. Another guy that a lot of people questioned the move, bringing him in, and he ended up being a dog. Papa T says, I watched film on Glaze after we drafted him. That's a big boy, and he had a lot of good instincts. He's going to be a project, but a solid player down the road. Salute to Papa T. Now, I got to agree with you. I think he is more of a developmental project, but he can be one of those guys. If James Craig can unlock that, he could be one of those ones. Let's see. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It looks as though we got 1,000+ people in the building and only 407 likes, man. Hit the thumbs up, man. Wipe them feet and hit that subscribe button. I want to ask you guys this real quick, right? So we've been talking about Xavier Howard. We understand, coming off an injury, the Miami Dolphins, letting him go. He didn't want to take a pay cut to stay in Miami, where he played his entire career. He's also played under Patrick Graham in Miami. And we keep saying, just bring him in. Bring him in. Bring in Xavier Howard, right? I want to ask you guys this. I want to bring Xavier Howard in. But there's still a player out there right now that's available and not necessarily a position of need, but an all-pro player, okay? I know we keep, shouting from the rooftops, Xavier Howard. And he's on the thumbnail for a reason, because I'm okay with bringing the likes of a Howard in. But what would you guys think? What would you guys think if we went and got Justin Simmons? I want to ask you guys this, because at this point, he's going to be a lot cheaper. I know he's up there with 31 years old, somewhere around there. I understand, he's getting a little up there, but he's still playing at a high level. Pro Bowl year last year. What would you think about bringing in a Justin Simmons? Merrick's on a 1-year deal at this point. I think that he's going to earn a new contract. Marcus Epps will probably walk in free agency, because we drafted Chris Smith. We still have Palomau. We'll probably end up keeping him around. We just took Trey in the 7th round. But why not take a flyer on a Justin Simmons, a 1-year deal? 1-year deal. That's all I'm saying, a 1-year deal. And let him come in and battle it out with Epps, in which I think he'll win the job. But why not bring him in on a 1-year deal, a prove it year for him? I don't know why he would have to prove anything, but just take a 1-year deal with a Justin Simmons, a guy that can be an all-pro safety for you and can make every safety in that room that much better. I don't think y'all understand how much Merrick would benefit from having a Justin Simmons in the building, how much a Chris Smith in year 2 can learn under an all-pro guy like Justin Simmons. A guy like Palomau and Trey that can sit back and say, wow, we have an all-pro talent in the building. He's on 1 year. Let's just try and get as much information, as much as we can out of him before he walks. Why not bring him in? I don't think at this point he's going to sign a 2, 3 year, 4 year deal. He may take a 1 year deal and say, I'm going to earn a big contract the next season. I'm going to be real. If I had to pick between Howard and Justin Simmons, I'm paying Justin Simmons. We have a shit ton of money post-June. A lot more money's coming off the books with Jimmy G's deal. I think we still have roughly about $16 million after Michael Gallup's contract. Why not bring him in? I don't think that you understand that it's great to have an all-pro damn near at every level of your defense. I mean, Spillane, he hasn't been, he wasn't an all-pro guy, but he played phenomenal for us last year. You have Max Crosby, Christian Wilkinson, on the defensive line. This defense would benefit completely if you go bring in the likes of a Justin Simmons. I would love Gilmore as well, TK. I'm not saying to not look at the cornerback position, but all I'm saying is we got a lot of talent at the corner position in this draft and as UDFAs also. You got a lot of talent, and you got to groom them a little bit. I want to see Jacorian Bennett get some reps in year 2. If you bring in a Justin Simmons, he makes those DBs' life's a lot easier as well. I personally, if I had to bring in anybody, I'm bringing in Justin Simmons. Would I be okay with Howard? Definitely. Would I be okay with Gilmore? Definitely. Would I be okay with bringing in Adoree Jackson? Yes. But if I had to pick any player available out there right now, it has to be Justin Simmons, an all-pro type talent that is probably pissed off that Denver let him go and is probably pissed off that no other team has brought him in yet. And he's going to say, you know what? I'm going to Vegas, no state tax. I'm going to take a 1 year deal, and I'm going to go out there and ball the fuck out. I don't think you can lose in that scenario. I'm looking at Justin Simmons. I am making a call to him right now. Period. Coupon Docs is in full effect, Jenny. Salute to Shane, man, my guy on a $50 special. I appreciate you, brother. The Bowers pick still has some people tripping. Not me. I get the BPA theory, but I think it was a sneaky, great pick to address a need. We've been complaining about red zone efficiency for years. What does the best tight end duo in the NFL do for that? Raider Nation for life. Talk that shit, Big Shane. I appreciate you, brother, and I agree with everything that you just said. My dog, man. Thank you so much for the $50 special, the $50 holla. I agree with you. Real talk, man. We've been complaining about our red zone. Guess what? It's not going to be that much of a problem. We got a good running game. We have probably the best tight end duo in the league with Devontae on the outside, Jacoby on the outside. It's a win-win. Salute to my guy, Big Shane, my dog, man. The objective is to put up 7, right, Big Shane? And I think that they covered all bases with that in this draft and in free agency. Another guy, Michael Gallup, that can go up and get it as well when healthy. So salute to Big Shane, man. Salute to the Nation's Own also on a $5 special. Tony Dungy, in regards to drafting, Bill Polian once told him, never pass on a special for a need. Hence Telesco taking Bowers. Talk that talk. Salute to you, Nation's Own. And I'm definitely going to watch that, you guys, after this. I definitely am. I know it's not live. I know they're not taking questions and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to check out the Max and Devontae show once this live is over. Definitely going to go back and watch it. Papa T, I would love it. And once again, you know, a team that we've owned in recent memory, you know what I mean, the Denver Broncos. Come on, bring them home. You don't think he's going to be mad playing against the Broncos twice a year? You don't think that Justin Simmons will probably be one of the best safeties in the league playing against his former team twice a year? Come on, man. Come on, man. Real talk. Salute the hug, man. 37 more for 500. Hit them likes, you guys. Nothing say, just salute to you and everyone who understands the direction of this team. Salute to my guy, Sniper Jones. My dog. Appreciate you, brother. Real talk. I have to disagree with you, Chris. I do. I know that he wasn't the guy that nose ring, y'all. No bugger, nose ring. I know that he wasn't the guy that drafted Chris Smith. But if you look at his pedigree, former captain at Georgia, right? A national champion, I believe, twice out there in Georgia. He is an AP guy. He may not be an AP guy because he didn't draft him, but he's an AP guy. Chris Smith is a dog, bro. He's a leader. Those are AP guys. If you have leaders, you're an AP guy. And Chris Smith he's a proven leader. With all that talent out there, the Jordan Davises of the world, the Jalen's, I mean, all the talent that they had out there. Georgia, shit, I mean, ask Zeus. Ask Zeus. Chris Smith's a leader. He was a captain for one of the greatest teams in college football. He's an AP guy. Simmons would lead the league in picks with this defense, a true sniper. I agree with you. I agree with you, D. Bernie. Go get the man. Go get the man. Hey, we need to start something here, you guys. We need to start something here. We need to start a go get Justin Simmons a movement on social media. We have to do that. We have to do that. Salute to my brother Top Beats, man, one of the Mob Fathers in the building. Today's goal, 600 likes. Stop what you guys are doing. Hit those thumbs up real quick. It helps us stay in the algorithm. It helps us get found a lot easier in the algorithm on YouTube. Hit the likes, man. Jenny says, nah, today's goal is 700 likes. Are we getting unceremoniously blizzard? Yeah, Casper, but that's why I said at the beginning of the show, right? It's starting to get to him, and he's starting to hear it from his own people, Raider fans, the nation. That's why we have to stop putting that shit into the universe. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Devontae sees it. At some point, he's going to get him pissed, and he's going to say, do y'all want me here? He's probably going to question, like, do y'all want me here? Because it sounds like y'all don't want me here. Let's not run one of our own people and one of the GOATs at the wide receiver position out of Las Vegas because we keep feeding into the bullshit. Salute to my guy. Thanks, Graphk. That shit was funny. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you with a $10 donation. Facts. Come on, everyone. Hit that like. Salute to Reese. If Minshew gets the job, he better get the job done. Us making the playoffs, or his new title will go from little ass boy to jobless motherfucker. Laugh out loud. Salute to my guy, Reese Rock. Hey, that Raiders jacket is cold, bro. It's cold, bro. D. Bernie. Oh, Top. Let me go find it, brother. My apologies. I loved it. I still feel like it was kind of a jab. It wasn't a complete haymaker. 6 minutes, 3 different beats. I love what he did. I love some of the stuff that he said. But I think it's only the beginning. I think it's only the beginning, man. I think it's only the beginning. I think Drake's going to drop another one today, and then it's on Kendrick again after that. But I have a feeling that Drake's going to is not going to let Kendrick have his moment. I'm telling you right now, he's probably going to drop another one here in the next 24 hours. Yo, Docs, any rumor to us picking up any veteran OT? Nope, not at all, Top. There's nothing out there in terms of guards, centers, tackles, anyone on the offensive line. There's none at this point in terms of any veteran help on the O-line. I think that they did exactly what they wanted to do. I think they got young. I think they want to develop some of these guys. And I think with Powers and with Glaze and some of these other guys as UDFAs, I think they did exactly what they wanted to do. Bold take. This show sucks. Yo, wasted. Bold take. Brock Bowers. How about that, man? Salute to my brother, my right-hand man. Wasted talent. Oh, no, Chris, I know exactly what you were saying, brother. I knew what you were saying, but I just had to add to it. When you say he's not an AP guy, he may not be an AP guy, but he's an AP guy. That's all. I was just adding on to it. Nav, he got some bold takes here. Okay. OLV Raiders Network, my bold takes. Minshew to the Pro Bowl. Wow. Well, you know, I mean, technically the Pro Bowl doesn't mean any shit. It doesn't mean anything anyway, Nav. I mean, wasn't he a Pro Bowler last year? The year before, Derek Carr was a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? So, I mean, and he had a terrible year for us. So I don't really think that means anything anymore. But I hear you. DA, 1K. Zeus, 1K. Okay. Even with a running back by committee type, I like that. Mayer, 10 TDs. Bowers, Rookie of the Year. Defense, 30 total sacks. Raiders, the AFC Championship game. I'm just saying. Talk that talk, brother. Salute to my guy, Nav, man. I think we get more sacks than that, brother. Pause if necessary. Just announced, Raiders cruise in March 2025 to Mexican Rivera from LA. Oh, we got to go. We got to go, LV. Come on, man. We got to go. Salute to my big bro. We got to go. I ain't heard about that. Let me see. Cold coffee. I gotta disagree with you, man. I did say that, I'm a little worried about the run game. I hope that they can, unlock that and get right. But I think that Zeus, he's a guy that couldn't really get going early on in his career as a rookie. And even last year, up until Josh got, was hurt a little bit. He needs reps. Zeus is a running back that needs reps. And he can give you a shit ton of reps. He can give you a shit ton of reps. I don't think we need another one of those guys. And Madison, he's been a running back one. They moved on from Dalvin Cook for Madison to take over as the running back one out there in Minnesota. So he can carry his share of the load as well, pause if necessary. But I think I think Zeus is one of those guys. You give him a shit ton of reps, you're going to see the production there. New Air, I thought we brought Yaka back. I could have swore we brought Yaka back, brother. Is he on the practice squad? Oh, he's a free agent right now. Okay, so he's not. I could have swore we had him on the roster. I know last year we had brought him back for a second. Okay, but I guess not. I guess we don't have a fullback on this roster at this point right now. And that's cool. That's cool. I mean, Jakob, it leaves a lot desired in the passing game. He can block. But, if we're going to have a fullback, I'd rather have a guy like Alec Ingold that we had previously that can give you some reps in the passing game. You know what I mean? I don't really think that Jakob would fit what we're trying to do on this offense right now. I think that any player that is on that field on the offensive side of the football, I think that Getsy and these guys want them to be productive. They want to find them a way to get active, not just a blocking fullback. They want players that can get it done in the passing game, that can run the football. I think that every player that you're going to see on the offensive side of the football is guys that can get it done from multiple levels of the offense. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is, like I said, Bowers, slot, backfield, tight end, Mayer. You can even get creative with him, kick him outside. Devontae can play in the slot. Jacoby played a lot in the slot in New England, played on the perimeter for us last year. You can move him around. There's going to be a lot going on with this offense, man. This offense is loaded. Let me see. Salute to my brother Top, man. Docs, what the hell happened to Britton Brown? Last season, I was certain he would become a threat to start if JJ went down. Well, he was on the IR all season last year, Top. That's why you didn't hear anything about him. He was on the IR. Yeah, so he was nowhere near being ready to play. He was on the IR. They kind of did the Sincere McCormick thing, and put him on the IR for the year. I don't know what the injury was. I know we talked about it last year. I'm getting older, man. My mind is starting to kind of slowly but surely go away. You know what I'm saying? But Britton was on the IR last year. But he'll be healthy this year. 7th round guy to UCLA. We don't know what we have in him yet. I'm about to go speak to my client, Sincere McCormick, in July, man, in San Antonio. So I got to pick his brain and see where he is and see where he sees himself fitting in with this run game moving forward as well. Let me see. Yeah, J-Dog, Bowers can be the all-around hybrid player and be put at fullback. Exactamundo. Yeah, LT. Age is catching up to me, Oos. Facts. Salute to my brother Jason, man. Again, there are people that want to say, I told you, and he wanted to leave. There you go. I already know, Jay. We just got to kill that narrative, brother. We just got to kill that narrative, man. Factory. Salute to everybody here. But get a few questions in, you guys, before we get out of here. Not going to keep your day, keep you guys from your day all day. Shoot some questions in before we get out of here, man. But I'm telling y'all, Justin Simmons, man. Telling y'all, Justin Simmons. I'm going to look something up real quick as well. I don't know what his market value is. Take a look at him. Let me see. Oh, yeah, and there you go. LV, I just seen it. First ever Raiders fan cruise set sail from Los Angeles. I definitely got to look into that. Salute to Cap. These idiots saying trade Adams just want our quarterback to fail. Why wouldn't you want to get behind our quarterbacks to lead us to a winning record in playoffs? There you go. Salute to Cap on the $5 on the. This is facts. Factory. Hug. So the regimen is right with the beard is God said, let there be no light up here and let all the spotlight be right here. This is natural, brother. This is no berries, no nothing needed. You know what I mean? This is just God saying, God has a sick sense of humor, man. This is him saying, nothing here. Put it all right there. It's real no regimen of this king. Graphk Eichenberg. Talk that talk. I am punchy. I'm not putting any color in this, man. This thing is going to go black and silver on its own. Period. I'm letting this thing go completely salt and pepper, man. Salute to James, my guy. I'm worried Zeus won't be as effective in the new zone blocking scheme. Well, we shall see, James. We shall see. I'm not too much worried about it, though, man. I think they like what this kid can do. And I think that Getsy has watched enough tape, James, to see. Think about this. They didn't go running back earlier. You know why? Because they believe in Zeus. In free agency, they brought in a veteran, like Madison. It's not a guy that's really going to fight for the running back one spot. You know what I mean? I don't think so. I think he's a clear cut two. So I think Getsy likes what he sees in Zeus. And I think he will be effective. Not too much worried about it, man. I think these guys like this kid. And DeMarcus, there's no real reason to bring in a Kareem Hunt at this point, especially with the domestic violence, on his jacket. Mark Davis doesn't play that at all. And he's a guy that can give you some reps in the passing game, right? But we already got that guy in Dylan, our 7th rounder out of New Hampshire. So there's no real need to spend any more money on a running back position when you already have a guy that has that skill set and is a lot cheaper on a rookie deal. Richard Hardy, my guy, appreciate you, brother. Top says we're 45 likes away from today's goal, man. If you guys can, man, hit that like button. Hit that like button. New era. I think the most likely trade right now for us is no trade. I know that's not the sexy answer that you want, New Era. And my apologies, brother, but I'm the most likely trade is no trade. Because realistically, we kind of fill damn near every hole, pause if necessary, within the draft and free agency. There's nothing really out there that you can do. I mean, do you want to say maybe a Marshawn Lattimore? Maybe. I know that they drafted Kool-Aid McKinstry, right? They brought in another corner out there in New Orleans. Maybe New Orleans listens. Maybe they want to get some of that money off the books. Maybe you can look at them for Marshawn Lattimore, who's also dealt with some injuries these past few seasons. You know what I mean? So maybe that, but I would assume the most likely trade would be no trade. Yeah, OP, that was a name that I was definitely looking at on the board. You know what I mean? Definitely a Jawar Jordan out of Louisville. And that may have been a guy that we were looking at, but I think that they had their eyes on Dylan the whole time. I think they knew he was going to be there out of New Hampshire, and that was the guy that they had their eyes set on. Definitely. When Garindo went earlier to the Niners, you know what I mean? I was in my head, I'm thinking Ray was gone to Buffalo. I'm thinking, okay, it's going to be one of these guys, one of these heavy pass catchers, and it ended up not being Jawar Jordan, but it ended up being Dylan. You know what I mean? But I definitely looked at that name and thought, damn, man, that could have been one of them ones. But I totally forgot that Dylan was still on the board. Okay. Now I didn't watch Hondo's salute to Uncle Hondo. Like I said, he called me this morning. He told me he just dropped a new podcast. I got to go check it out. Once the show was up, I got work to do. I'm gonna watch Hondo's show and I'm gonna go watch Max and Devontae. But I don't know. I mean, did he still say that? He said that there's still maybe a trade. I mean, technically there can be, right? I just don't think there will be. I don't think that there will be at all. Personally, you know what I mean? I haven't heard anything, and maybe Hondo's heard some things. I haven't heard anything about us reaching out for a potential trade. Now, would these guys be working the phones? Yeah, this is what they do. They're trying to make this team better. You know what I mean? So I definitely think that we're working the phones and seeing if there may be a player out there that fits what we got going on. But I don't know. We shall see. I don't think there's gonna be any type of trade. I think Ro Torrance did get picked up, Mondo. I'm going to look him up real quick. The young kid out of ASU. Let me see where he went. Seattle. Seattle gets everybody. They got Ro Torrance. They got George Halani. Seattle got everybody, man. If you're a corner, Seattle got you. Seattle has like 30 starting corners on their roster right now. Seattle said, y'all not passing on us ever. North of 22 million, I believe. So somewhere around there. I'm just going to go in the range cap of 20 to $24 million. I'm going to say somewhere in that range. And remember, you guys, there's going to be players available also at that point. So there's no real reason to just jump the gun and try and spend all your money right now in free agency when there's going to be players post-June cuts and probably a lot of talent out there as well. You know what I mean? So stay tuned for that. 3 away. Can we get 3 likes, you guys? Let's get to 600, man. Let's get to 600. Oh, damn, my car is ready. Let's go. My car has been in the shop for 2 months, you guys. Oh, my God. Thank God my wife just hit me up. It's ready to go. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe. We didn't even get close to the 25K, but it's okay. We'll run it up this week. We'll get somehow, some way get closer. We're still about 100 away. It's all good, though. We'll somehow, some way we'll reach that goal. We'll reach that goal here very soon. We still need 100 subscribers. Let me see. Yeah, man. Still losing, right? Crazy. But guess what? They brought back Leonard Williams. They went and got Byron Murphy. You know what I mean? They got an edge rusher now. I don't know, man. Graphk, appreciate the great Raiders content and thankful for your superb work in creating this podcast. Raiders! Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys so much. Nacho, I don't think so. But I got to see more out of him. I'm going to be real with you. Nacho, I haven't even watched this kid's tape. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and act as though I know anything about this kid. All I know is he's a South Alabama product, 6'3", and he was productive at the collegiate level. But I don't know. I'll say the measurables are there, but I just don't know if he's going to be a guy that's going to make this roster. Let me see. Yeah, Cap. Seattle definitely had a sneaky draft. Salute to a classic man Q, my guy in the building as well. All right, y'all. We're coming up on an hour and a half. I got to go pick up my car. I got to set up this doctor's appointment. Got a lot going on outside of this. Real quick, salute to Reese on the way out. 1 spot left for the cruise. Raider Nation invites AB, Gruden, or DC. Bring Gru along, baby. Gru season. Salute to Reese Rock. If I had to pick, I'm going Gru, man. Salute to Raider Moore. I always listen after live. Been away. I joined the live. Digging that content. Yo, waste is stupid. Carter Bradley has as much chance to make this roster as Sean Bradley. Old heads know. Old heads know wasted. The 7'13" white kid with the Philadelphia 76ers. Sean High Stakes Bradley, baby. Salute to everybody here, man. You guys go watch Max and Devontae on the rush. And you guys, I love you guys as always. On the way out, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up if possible. It definitely helps us. OakLosVegas.com. A bunch of people has been buying merch over there like crazy. If you guys want, go support the merch line. PlanetRaiders.com. Go check out some articles over there. And other than that, man, just want to say again, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And me and Wasted, I'll be back this week to break down some of these UDFAs. And I know Waste is going to be doing some of his solo shows this week also. So make sure you tuned in to my big bro over there, Raider Nation Unlimited, man. As always, we outro. On the way out, wipe them feet. We out. 1.